So things are moving really fast. Sometimes there's so many moving parts. It's easy to get lost in the many things that we are handling. So if you're following me on Instagram, this week I'm celebrating my 2nd year anniversary with Liana. And at the same time, I've been going through meeting after meeting after meeting. It's almost crazy. So one of the common questions that I get is, Hanafi, how do you manage your team? Coffee. So anyway, the reason why I mentioned about my marriage, my anniversary earlier, is because when we talk about team management, it's very close. It's pretty close. So when you're married to somebody and a problem arises, right? You cannot just tell the person bluntly. Try to slowly tell your spouse that you don't like things to be done in a certain way. Similarly, when you're managing a team, you cannot be super critical. I'm not saying that you don't have to be super critical. What I mean is you gotta find a way to say it nicely. The reason why I'm saying this is, as much as how you want the best for your spouse or for yourself, at the same time, when you are managing a team, when you are running your own business, you always want the best for your team, right? You want them to constantly upgrade themselves. You want them to be able to take criticism constructively. So that's partly how I manage the team. But you're probably wondering how I have the time to oversee everything that they're doing with all the meetings that I'm going through. One of the most essential tools that we use at New Entity is Asana. You don't have to use Asana. It can be any other task management tool, but you need to have a task management tool. The reason why I'm saying this is because one of the first few things that I do in the morning is actually delegation. So whatever task that I want the team to do, I usually just put it into the task management system. In this case, it's Asana. And then I sort them according to priority. So whatever needs to be prioritized first, it has to be done first. And, okay, wait a minute, this is so uncomfortable. Okay, and I just want to let you know that communication is key when it comes to team management. For that, we use Slack. So Slack is actually like a chat tool, and it's very good for teams. It's easy for me to actually just, be on my phone and actually just drop them a message, tell them I want this to be done in a certain way. If they're not sure, they can just ask me or even Firdaus. So technically, that's how we do certain things here. And yes, my time with my team is limited. Just like everybody else, I have 24 hours a day. I have to make time for my family. And of course, I also have to make time for all the meetings with the clients. But that said, it is important that I set aside some time for my team as well. If you are running your own team, don't just be the person who gives out orders and then expect them to be done within a certain number of hours, because if that's the case, then you are only being a boss and not a leader. And this actually brings me to the next point, and this point that I'm about to share actually will tell you how you can actually have a certain kind of bond with your team. Sorry, I keep changing because the light was too bright. So one way that you can actually create bond with your team is actually to have a meeting where everyone is there and hold it once a week. And I know there's a lot of different companies or different organizations that does the same thing that we do, but this is one way that you can actually be yourself in front of everybody and actually share the things that has been happening with everyone, so that everyone's up to date. And what happens during this meeting is, aside from sharing the upcoming deals and so on, I share with them some of the challenges that I face, and they share with me the challenges that they face. And it doesn't even have to be about work, because it can be some other challenges that they face outside, and it could be something that I can assist in, or other team members can or other team members can actually assist in. And that said, throughout the week when they are working, they might have found a solution for something that I have never experienced. And this solution that they found, they can share with us. And once they share with the team, everybody have a good laugh, like how silly it was for us to actually be stressing about how we couldn't solve it in the first place and that kind of stuff. But you get what I mean. That's where the bond is created. And usually before I end the meeting, this is just something that I do. I try to give some words of encouragement, or I try to share something that could empower them or make them want to do things differently. And at the end of the day, when they are better, they are upgraded by themselves, then it helps me, it helps New Entity, it helps Firdaus a ton. It's really one of the things that I enjoy doing, which is the team management part. At the end of the day, if you manage your team well, it's definitely gonna benefit you. It's very similar to marriage. Communication is key. You want to avoid all the miscommunication. You want to make sure everybody gets the right message. You don't want to see any of your team members upset, and if they are, you gotta say, some words of wisdom to pick them up, that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty sure that if you are on the receiving end, you want this, the same kind of things. And lastly, before I go, I just want to say that it is important to listen to your team members. Every voice needs to be heard, no matter how small it is. If there's some things that you can change to make the whole thing better, then that's definitely great for you. Alright, so that's how I manage my team, and that's all I want to share with you guys this week. If you guys like whatever I just shared, don't forget to like. Please feel free to comment, and don't also forget to like my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, I won't be in next week, but we'll see if I can actually put a video up. I cannot promise you guys anything. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.